What is to be done? I think there are two ways really to change our society and to change the way we do things. One, you attempt to change me. Clarita Carlos, I'm 75 years old. I have been teaching for 55 years. I'm sure it will be difficult for you to change me. You know, like I even sleep on the same side of the bed for the past, like 1,000 years. You know where I'm going. That means it's very difficult to change a human being. And the empirical evidence suggests to us that it will take about 3 generations or 90 years for somebody to change his fundamental beliefs, values, attitude, orientation. But a quicker and a shorter route to change is to change institutions within which an individual is made to operate. And that is the reason why I keep on pushing constitutional reform. If we shift from a presidential system to a parliamentary system, immediately you will note that there will be no member of parliament who can survive there if he has nothing between his ears. Because the demands of a member of parliament and the premier or the chancellor for that matter, I'm sure you have seen the question hour in Great Britain, no, pag walang laman yung utak mo ay talagang you will really receive a vote of non-confidence and be outed as a government of the day. So that is one of the signal advantage of a parliamentary system. And then as I noted earlier, the political party is the pivot of the life of the member of parliament. Wala ka nang gagastusin kasi yung party mo ang magagastos sa radio, TV time mo, may state support ka pa. At ang pangalan nila, ang campaign period mo is 2 weeks lang, and then you can win a new parliament. And as I said, there is even no term limits. I mean, you can die as an MP for as long as your electoral district continues to elect you. And the chancellor or the prime minister continues to be prime minister or chancellor for as long as he controls the majority in the house. You see the beauty of a parliamentary system, and the parties will be compelled to be disciplined. You cannot just change political color and be a chameleon, from pink to yellow to red or whatever color to magenta, because you're committing political suicide. That is what happens when you try the limit of the behavior of human beings by doing institutional or structural changes. And I, as a political scientist, continue to believe, backed up by empirical evidence, that institutional changes will engender behavior change. So I hope you will join me in helping push our leadership to think about constitutional reform. Because if we do not reform this 1987 Constitution, which is so infirm, sobrang dami niyang sakit, no? Hindi mo pwedeng reform lahat yung certain parts of it. O, ito, economic section, no. It's like the whole body is infirm. Ibig mo sabihin, yun lang, hindi mo papakailaman mo, paano yung lapa, yung spleen mo, yung liver mo, pati puso mo, may sakit. Dapat ang buong organism ang pakialaman mo, ang buong constitution ng iyong i-revise. So I hope you'll help me, Jonathan, and the rest of your colleagues. Sana pamamagitan ng inyong profession bilang journalist, talagang i-propagate natin ang constitutional changes. Because the empirical evidence cannot be dismissed.